Hi everyone, it's Cassandra. Today we are doing a half-hour practice that's going to be really strong. This is great when you're short on time and you want a full body workout. So we'll do some core work, some strong standing poses, a few twists, work our glutes, upper body, all of it. You will need to have one block in order to do this practice, and we're actually going to use it right away and lie down on our backs. So beginning in a supported bridge pose, just keep the knees bent, lift your hips, and put the block directly underneath your tailbone or underneath your hips. Keep it on its lowest level. Palms can be on the belly or to the sides. And just allow yourself to relax and soften down to the floor and into your block. Letting go of anything that might be on your mind or that might be distracting you, so that the next 30 minutes can be all about you and your practice. Take your last 3 breaths in the pose, sending it all the way down into the lower belly and up into the chest. And let's press the feet into the floor a little bit more so that we can lift our hips, moving the block to the side. Set your hips back down to the ground, and we're gonna hug the block in between the upper thighs. So get it pretty high up there, and then we're gonna extend our legs straight up towards the sky, starting off with a little bit of abdominal work. You need to squeeze your block, so really grip it and hold on to it, reaching through the balls of your feet and spreading the toes nice and wide. We're going to interlace our fingers behind the back of the head. Try not to tense up your neck too much. Let your arms support your head so that your neck doesn't have to work too hard here. Elbows are lifting up towards the sky. Squeeze your block. As you inhale, curl head and chest off the floor. And on the exhale, squeeze your block, curl tailbone up. Inhale to hold, and then exhale, set head and shoulders back down. Let's do that a few more times. So really simple movements, but slow and controlled. Inhale, head and shoulders lift. Exhale, squeeze your block, scoop tailbone up. Inhale to hold. Exhale, release. Inhale, upper body lifts. Exhale, squeeze your block, curl tailbone. Inhale, hold. Exhale to lower. About 2 or 3 more. Inhale, head and shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze your block, reach through the toes. Hold on the inhale and set yourself back down. Inhale, head and shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze your block, lift the hips. Hold on the inhale. Exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale, upper body off the ground. Exhale, squeeze your block, lift the hips. Hold as you inhale. And release, exhale. Let's bend the knees, feet flat to the floor. Keep the block exactly where it is. Release your arms to your side. We'll take bridge pose with a block. So feet are hip width distance apart. Press them down to the floor and start to curl tailbone up until you can lift your hips, lower back and mid back off the ground. So a really great way to strengthen the glutes and engage the lower body. Maybe even lift and spread all 10 toes so you can lift up from the arches of the feet. Soften the shoulders, the neck, and the arms. And we'll slowly unwind, inch by inch, until the hips come back down to the ground. And now let's move the block to the side. We won't be needing it anymore. Pulling the knees in towards you, give them a big squeeze. And you can rock up and down the length of your spine. We're gonna make our way into a tabletop pose. So crossing the ankles, coming onto your hands and knees. Just cat and cow to warm up the spine before we start to flow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up. Exhale, round, chin to chest. About 2 more. So inhale, we lift up and look up. Exhale, round and contract. Inhale, take your little back bend, pull the heart forward. Exhale, tailbone to the floor, spread the shoulder blades wide. And let's come all the way back into our neutral tabletop pose. You're gonna point the toes back, press into the tops of the feet, and let's hover the knees just a few inches off the ground. Reach the heart forward, keep your shoulders aligned over the top of the wrists. Hug the arms in towards one another. Squeeze the inner thighs, take 1 more breath. And let's set the knees down to the floor, walk your palms forward. We meet in downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back. So knees can definitely bend here. It's our first downward dog, so get a little bit of movement. You can free up the hips, the hamstrings, the low back. Reaching the arms nice and long so that we can stretch into the shoulders and upper back. From this downward facing dog, let's reach our right leg up towards the sky. Keep it straight and squared for this first one. And you're gonna come forward into plank pose or 3-legged plank pose. So the right leg is still hovering off the ground. Reach the heart forward and we're gonna tap the toes down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relift that leg, lower to your belly. Point the toes back. As you inhale, lift up to baby cobra. So chin, chest, and palms come up. Exhale, lower down. Plant the hands, lift up to cobra. Chin and chest up, elbows are bent and hugging in. Exhale, release down. 1 more time like that. So inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Inhale to cobra. Use a little bit of arm strength and back strength. Exhale to release. Make your way back into your downward dog. From this downward facing dog, we're gonna extend that same leg up. So right leg lifts up again, but then bend the right knee and open up that hip nice and wide. Keep pressing your right shoulder down. Squeeze the glutes and lift the knee a little bit higher. Let's straighten and square the right leg. And you're gonna bring your knee in towards your nose, squeeze the thigh into the belly, look forward. Right foot goes in between the palms to the top of the mat. Feet are at least hip width distance apart, so we can lift up into our high lunge. Right knee is bent. Hips are dropping down low. Lifting up tall. So as you inhale, lift and lengthen. And on the exhale, you're gonna hinge forward at the waist and reach your arms back. Inhale, come back up into your lunge. And then exhale, tilt forward. Last one like that, inhale up. Exhale to tilt. Come all the way back up. Let's bend the elbows at a 90-degree angle, eagle arms. So right arm underneath your left, binding once or twice. Press the forearms in towards one another. And we're gonna come from here into warrior 3 with eagle arms. So you're standing on your right leg, left leg will reach up and back. Keep spinning that left thigh down. Gaze is steady, not here forever. Try to reach through the back toes a little bit more. Start to unwind the arms and reach them up overhead. Coming into chair pose, big toes together, heels apart. Bend the knees, drop the hips, arms up. As you inhale, lift and look up. And on the exhale, swing the arms back, belly over the thighs. Still bending the knees. Inhale up. And exhale, lower. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Plant the palms, step or hop back, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Reaching to the heels, shaking out the head. Left side. Let's reach our left leg up and back. Keep it straight and squared. Shift forward into your three-legged plank pose. So left leg is off the ground. Keep the hips low. We're gonna tap the toes down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the leg, lower down. Moving through baby cobra and cobra. Press the feet to the floor. They do not lift up. Inhale, chin, chest, and palms lift. Exhale, we lower. Plant the hands. Inhale, cobra. So lifting up a little higher. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upper back strength. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, unwind. And let's press back, downward facing dog. From your downward dog, let's extend that same leg up and back. So left leg up, bend the left knee, open up that hip. Squeeze the glutes to lift it up a tiny bit higher. And then let's pull our knee in towards the nose, plank pose, look past your hands, step it forward. We're coming into our high lunge. Arms extend up overhead, palms are facing in towards one another. Left knee is bending so the hips can drop down. As you inhale, lift and look up. And on the exhale, reach your arms back, tilt your chest forward. Palms face down, still bending the knee. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, tilt the chest. So lower body doesn't change. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold forward. Let's come all the way back up and we'll take our eagle arms. So bend into the elbows, left arm underneath your right, binding once or twice. Press into the hands. We're coming into our warrior 3 with eagle arms. So stand on the left leg, right leg extends up and back. Keep your right hip hugging and rolling down. Toes are pointing down as well. You're going to unwrap your arms and reach them up overhead, and we meet in chair pose. Big toes together, heels apart, bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale, lift and look up. Exhale, swing the arms back and lower. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to lower. Fingertips to the floor, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Plant the palms, take a breath in. And then exhale, hop back, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Palms are shoulder width distance apart, feet are hip width distance apart. Let's reach our right leg up towards the sky, bend the right knee, open up that hip. Wrap your right shoulder down, straighten and square your right leg, and step it forward. So we're coming back into that high lunge, feet are hip width distance apart. Arms are going to extend up. So a little trickier with balance this one. As you inhale, you're in your lunge, and on the exhale, we're gonna stand on our right leg, pull our left knee in towards our chest, and bring the hands to the sides of the hips. So inhale, back to lunge, and then exhale, pull the knee in. A few more times. Inhale, lunge, exhale, up. 2 more, inhale, lunge, exhale, pull the left knee in. 1 more, lunge, exhale, squeeze it in, hold here. So you're pulling your knee in towards your chest. Catch a hold of the front of that shin. We're gonna open into a twist. So right hand can stay on the shin as the left arm reaches back. Stay here, or if you'd like to go a little further, you can catch a hold of your big left toe with your 2-piece fingers on your right hand and extend that left leg straight. So really deep twist. Press and roll your left hip down. Lift up a little taller. Let's unwind, come back to center, bend the left knee, hands at your heart, warrior three. Left leg back, chest forward. So as if you were stepping on a cloud with lots of control, find your high lunge again. Inhale up. Exhale, palms to the floor. Let's take our vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side, left leg up. Bend the left knee, open up that hip. Keep squeezing the glutes and lifting your knee up as high as you possibly can. And then let's straighten and square that leg. Step it forward in between your palms with control. High lunge, so feet need to be hip width distance apart. And then you're lifting up. Strong foundation through the legs. We inhale in our lunge. And as we exhale, we step forward, pull your right knee in. Bring your hands to the sides of your hips. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, knee to chest. 3 more. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, pull it in. 2 more. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, squeeze. Last one. Lunge. Pull it in and hold. Grab a hold of the front of your shin. Pull your knee to your chest. Standing up nice and tall. Left hand stays where it is. Right arm extends back. Hold here if you'd like, or you can catch a hold of your right toe with your left peace fingers, and then extend that right leg straight. Lower belly hugs in. Let's unwind so you can bend your right knee again and face forward. Hands at your heart, warrior three. Right leg back, tilt your chest forward. Not dipping the chest so low that it goes lower than your hips. At most, you're parallel to the ground. Really controlled. We meet back in our high lunge, right toes back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms to the floor. Take your flow. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Here for 5 breaths. So we're reaching the chest back towards the thighs. From your downward dog, let's reach the right leg up and back. Keep it straight and squared. Pull your knee in towards your chest, plank pose on the exhale, squeeze it in, and then inhale back into your 3-legged dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, knee to nose, shift the weight forward. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, squeeze and pull it in, hold it here, and then step that foot forward. You're gonna spin your back heel at a 45-degree angle, so as if we were doing warrior 1, but you're going to widen your stance a little bit. So toe heel your right foot a little bit over towards the right side of your mat, and then bend your right knee. Keep pressing into that back foot, and as you sink your hips lower, you're going to shrug your right shoulder underneath your leg. Catch a hold of your ankle, either with one or both hands. Still squared and facing forward towards the top of the mat. Take 10 deep breaths in this really powerful pose. So you might need to round your upper back a little bit, which is fine. Just avoid a complete contraction and compression. You want to be able to find space in the neck. A little more than halfway through, you got this. See if you can bend the right knee a little bit more and drop the hips a little lower. So to come out of this pose, plant the left hand down, lift your back heel off the ground and reach your right arm up. Take your twist. We're gonna come from here into our forearm plank. So right forearm to the ground, reach your right leg back next to the left and lower the left forearm to the floor. You're gonna roll to the outer edge of your right foot, side plank on your forearm, left arm up. Lifting the hips up as much as you can. Let's reach our left fingertips forward to the top of the mat. Press and lift up a little higher. And start to look down. Left hand to the floor. Lift up into plank pose. Right palm to the floor and take your flow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Second side. Left leg up. Keep the legs straight and squared. Exhale, knee to nose, shift to plank pose. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in and hold. Step that foot forward. You're gonna bring your back foot at a 45-degree angle and wiggle your left toes just a couple inches towards the left side of your mat. Bend the left knee, drop the hips, and lower so much until you can bring your left shoulder under your leg. Catch a hold of the ankle with one or both hands. The more you're able to engage and press into your right leg, the easier this will be. Otherwise, your left thigh is gonna do all of the work for you and you'll tire out a lot faster. So keep pressing into your right heel. Staying lifted and long through the spine as much as possible. Squaring off your hips and your chest. 3 more breaths. So we come out by planting our right palm to the floor, lifting the right heel off the ground and extending your left arm up towards the sky. Taking your twist. And then we're coming into our side forearm plank, so bring your left forearm to the ground, step your left foot back next to your right, roll to the outer edge of that left foot and reach your right arm up. So you're pressing and lifting the hips and then right arm will reach forward. Take another inhale and we press back to plank pose. So right palm down, left palm to the floor. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's set our knees to the floor. Take a child's pose, arms back, forehead to the ground. And let's bring the fingertips to the floor and lift all the way back up. Taking our last little bit of strength, we're gonna work on our core a little. So just swing your legs forward, but keep the knees bent, and you're gonna cross at the ankles. You'll wanna bring your palms pretty close in towards your hips or underneath the shoulders. And then as you contract, you want to pull your thighs in towards your chest as much as you can. Start to lift up and then press your hands to the floor. See if maybe you can lift your hips off the ground and then maybe the legs will lift up as well. So squeeze and hug everything in towards the midline. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift, lift, lift. And release. Let it go. Let's do the other side. So just cross the other leg on top. Realign your palms. Squeeze your thighs in towards your belly. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Press into the hands. Focus on lifting your hips first. And then maybe one or both legs lift off the floor. So long arms, squeeze your thighs to your belly as much as you can. Hold and release and unwind. Let it go. Lower all the way down to your back and let's finish with a Lang spinal twist. So reach your arms out to the sides, knees bent. Hips will go to the right, knees will drop to the left. Keep your right shoulder pressing down to the floor. So slow down your heart rate and slow down your breath. We want to relax our body after all of that hard work. Knees lift back up one at a time. Shift your hips to the other side, so all the way to the left, and then your knees will drop to the right. Keep your left shoulder pressing down to the floor. Collarbones are facing up. Take your last 2 full breath cycles in and out through the nose. Sending it all the way down into your lower back. And then the knees lift back up one at a time. Give them one last big squeeze, pulling it in towards your chest. And maybe roll head and shoulders off the floor. Bring your nose to your knees. And release. Legs outstretched, arms taking up space. Get settled in shavasana. Letting go of the need to work or use strength and effort. Giving your body the opportunity to integrate all the work that you've done. Let yourself enjoy these last few moments of silence and stillness. Stay longer here if you'd like. Otherwise, we can start to wake up by wiggling fingers and toes or turning the head from side to side, rolling the wrists and the ankles. Take one final stretch. Extend the arms up as if you were just waking up in the morning, getting really long. And then we'll bend the knees and roll to one side. Take a comfortable seat, nice and tall. Palms can rest on the knees or join at the front of the heart. We'll close our practice with one breath together. Take a deep inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Thank you so much for doing this class. I hope you'll practice with me soon. Namaste.